Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another series review. I just recently watched another episode of Orphan Black. This one particularly didn't have an episode title. If it did, my DVR did not record it, so sad to say I don't know what it was, but Sarah is able to uncover some very juicy information about Adele. And she found out that through Family Finder, Felix was able to locate her. And she is able to obtain some DNA samples, one through a wine glass that Adele was drinking from, bogarting quite a bit, and a hairbrush. There's another funny part with Donnie involved. And Crystal, and I thought, yeah, they brought back Crystal. And of course this soldier from, I forget the name of the opposite front other than Leda. Man, what was it called? I'm so sorry, I feel so idiotic and inept, but she recognizes him right away, and I thought, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. It was a completely by chance, so-called, encounter. And she screams at the top of her lungs, and she said, "That face! I know that face!" And I thought, oh dear Lord, it's getting even more convoluted as we go, as usual. Brambly Orphan Black. I really enjoyed this episode, particularly Cossima's involvement, and I had known for a while that she's dying, and I had that feeling. I thought, they're going to kill her off, aren't they? I'm going to murder those writers, those sadists, but I just had the sense, my intuition was telling me, your favorite character is no longer going to be viable. Yeah, she's going to suffer the fate of a lot of other favorite characters that you know and love. But this brings about more plot twists, especially at the very end of the episode, and I'm going to give a slight spoiler alert. With the mother, she was just in a forum that Brightborn was having, and the lady who brings the forum to order, she talks about immunodeficiency, and she was basically raised in a plastic bubble because her immune system just couldn't combat diseases so well as everybody else's could, and she had to be overprotected, and it was just a lack of a marker lacking in her genes. And I thought, oh my goodness, that is just absolutely terrifying. It's awful. But she was given another way to kind of, dare I say, play God and fix or repair that error in her coding, so to speak. I'm thinking of human beings as machines. Granted, we sort of are, but we're really not. We're beyond machinery. We're flesh and blood and spirit. And that's where the lines become a little bit furry or wuzzy, as one of my favorite people would say. You probably know of whom I speak. This just gave a lot of food for thought, I think, and it just it was absolutely mind-boggling, especially near the end with the mother, who was just at the forum earlier, the support session, and Donnie was there to find out some information, and he does later on, when he poses as a masseuse, and he acts as a spiritual healer, of course, Crystal. And it's interesting her name would be Crystal because I know this from reading crystal Bibles, but crystals do have resonance, and I know this sounds all hoo-ha and new agey, but no, it's crystals really do have resonance. Everything has frequency. But I'm not going to go into that. That's all getting into advanced physics. But interestingly enough, it's just a very comedic exchange, and she says, "How do you know about diet? How do you know about oh yeah, diet's the other. How do you know about diet? How do you know about Leda? How do you know my name?" She kicks him right in the jewels, and she smacks him right in the solar plexus. He goes, "Oh!" And you know, does around what she doesn't do a roundhouse. She actually flips him over. I don't think she flips him over, but she renders him unconscious for the moment, and flees the area, and then she gets escorted off of the premises, and they take her into a room with a camera. And I forget the name of that doctor. I should know her. She was responsible for Leda. We figured out she was the one that had used Cossima as her numero uno guinea pig. And she said, "You were the one with the specific genetic marker I was looking for." And I thought, oh, dear Lord God. And holy Christ, it just keeps getting more and more and more complicated. But like I said, I'm getting to the very end of this episode. When the woman finally is able to have her baby, it looks like something out of Lovecraft. To put it mildly, I thought, and she never got a chance to see it. Had she seen her child, she probably, it's, I wouldn't care. If I had a child like that, I would love it anyway. But that mother, I don't know if that mother would have. And it brings forth another question. Same thing with Zika virus going around. Yeah, put that in perspective. This is very timely. But, yeah. Just kind of gives you a lot of aspects to mull over in your brain. But I'm wondering what they're going to be doing in the next episode, because it just leaves more questions, and particularly that with Cossima and her involvement and what she's really... why? I know there's a reason. There's got to be a purpose as to what she's really looking for. Because I know that woman has a definite angle. And I'm wondering if Rachel will ever show up again. Not Rachel, but... Delphine. I'm wondering if Delphine will ever appear. They showed pictures of her. Well, we saw a picture of her when MK was involved. That's not MK's not a real name. I can't think of her name right off the top of my head, but there are quite a lot of different factors, and it's like a humongous chess game. So we'll just have to wait and see until next time. More exciting things to come. Live long and prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.